So, good evening, good evening, good evening. We are back again, united, fully mudded, my bro. Mudded. In fact, they were mudded before. There ain't no coming back if Ratcliffe gets in charge, man. Like, if he gets that little 25% stake, you lot must be absolutely seething, man. All primed up for the Qataris. And then the Glazers' greed puts a kibosh on that. And now it's double trouble, man. Glazers and Ratcliffe. Oh, my days. Bro, speak to me, man. I can tell by your face you're fuming. I can't even lie.
Nothing to say, really, innit? Like, it just is what it is.
The show then, lads. We're out of here. Adios.
Bruv, we know who, bruv. We knew what owners we had, innit? So no one can't be surprised by this. You know what I'm saying? No one can't really be surprised by this. You just got to blame. You got to blame all these top reds that claim that they love the club, yeah, but have allowed these owners to fleece us for the longest while, innit, bro? You know what I'm saying? The man just want to tweet. They don't want to do nothing. And now we're at the point of no return, innit? So just have to firm it now. That's what we got to do.
Yeah, man. I've seen a lot of prop coming out for Jim already. And then this is the funny thing about the media, like, and about a lot of these top reds as well. We have it in our fan base. I'm sure Chelsea and Tottenham have it in theirs as well, and Liverpool. But it's like mass hysteria. Oh my God, the Glazers have rejected Qatar. Yeah, Qatar have now pulled out. Blah blah blah. It's a disgrace. Glazers out. We need to do something about it. 48 hours later, all of a sudden the mainstream are putting out, oh, Jim's plan. Jim's gonna do this. Then all the top accounts run with it, with hundreds of thousands of followers that just say yes to everything. And then all of a sudden, it's now positive for Jim. Bro, this is why most football clubs are buried anyway. Yeah, because there's no accountability. There's no backbone. There's no real, like, drive to force change. It's all about just vibes and just go with what's the main popular thing that's on.
Yeah, because these are just all talking it. And that's why I said, yeah, on my show yesterday, listen, all this propaganda's come out for Ratcliffe now, yeah. We weren't hearing about this like 6 months ago. Like, he wasn't talking about coming in and doing all these other things. Like, there was no chat of that. The guy came in to buy the club and then he couldn't afford it. Then he came back with another offer, yeah. And then now all of a sudden, because it's looking like it's close, we're hearing all these leaks about what he's going to do and why it'd be good for the club. But there was none of that chat before. So all we can do now is wait and see if it's true and see if he delivers on what we're being promised. That's all we can do. What I'm not going to do, yeah, like a lot of guys want me to do, is sit there and complain about the fact that, oh, this, bruv, there's nothing I can do about it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, what can I do? There's nothing I can do. So I'm not going to sit there and complain about stuff that I have no control over. Like, it doesn't make no sense. Like, there's strength in numbers, yeah, and there's a big group of, like, even this Man United supporters trust or whatever the hell they're called in that. All these men do is chat, bruv. Do you know what I mean? If they wanted to get something together to do something, they could have. But these men are just on tweeting and that. That's what these men are, frauds, bruv. So it is what it is. Everyone's playing, oh, I'm the best Man United fan. I'm a better Man United fan than you. But, bro, these men are spineless. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mate, listen, I agree. I totally agree. Yeah, it's easy to sit and do a hashtag online. Arsenal did it with Kroenke. Yeah, it's easy to go and storm a stadium when Gary Neville and Sky Sports are losing their little gig and they're thinking that their stronghold on Premier League football is going to disappear real quick. Gets everyone on side. All of a sudden, I could view their videos, even though Sky Sports is blocked in Spain on YouTube. Now I can see the Super League ones. Like, but it's easy to go and do it then. But when it really matters and your football club is on the ropes, yeah, this lot are just hashtags online and holding up a duvet with 1958 written on it. Like, it's kind of embarrassing, man. Yeah, and what happened is the next home game, I think your next home game's City, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got Brighton away, I think. Is it Brighton away?
Yeah, no, not Brighton. Sheffield United away. Then Man City.
Sorry, Man City got Brighton away.
And then we got Newcastle in the cup. I don't know if that's at home or away.
But the first game back, they'll be having their Norwich flags and scarves out again. It'll be a bit of booing and muttering.
They just need to bin that, bruv. Yeah, it's over. You know, like that. Like, stop the nonsense. Like, stop the virtue signaling. Because if you really wanted to do something, yeah, then the Glazers would have been out a long time ago. You man are not on anything. And this is what it is. Like, man can talk about me, yeah, because I don't support the club how these losers think I should support it. But I tell you what, yeah, if them man had half of the bottle that I had, yeah, these owners would have been gone by now. Do you know what I mean? Because them man are just sitting here dealing with things, bro. You know what I mean? They're just sitting here accepting things. Them man are not willing to do what needs to be done to get these guys out. And they know that. That's why they're doing what they're doing. That's why they're doing what they're doing, bro.
Well,
like,
what do you think it would take? Because I had this conversation with Saeed the other
like
week.
their pocket, yeah, and also you have to destroy their reputation visibly, because the thing is, yeah, if Man United, all of Man United's televised games, yeah, the stadium was half empty, bro. Bruv, it would absolutely kill the Glazers, bro. Forget it. Like it's all about the image as well. The reason why they want to own Man United is because of the luxury of owning Manchester United, because of how it looks. It's a prestige thing, because these guys have got so much money, they could buy another club. But the reason why they've got this club is because it's the most prestigious club in world football, or one of. Do you know what I'm saying? That prestige disappears, yeah, when there's 45,000 people in the stadium, because half of them are outside protesting. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying like don't go. Nah, bro, go and make a noise, bro. Make a real noise, make a statement, and don't watch the game, bro. Can walk out after 15 minutes and protest outside, even if half the people leave, yeah. A half empty stadium, yeah, on a Monday night, Sky Sports thing, bro. They'll be concentrating more on what's going on outside the stadium than what's going on inside.
Sky Sports have that drone above the stadium, man. They'll be loving life,
bro. Yeah, they want that kind of smoke, bruv. You know what I mean? You know when people are like, "Oh yeah, but other people would go." No, don't give your ticket to someone else, bro. Go there and make some noise, bruv.
You know, like that. Go in. Just mate, I see Valencia against Athletic Bilbao last season. Yeah,
like, they were just outside, weren't they?
Yeah, Valencia's owner, mate. Well, to be fair, he's raised his game a little bit this season, right? But last season, yeah, like bro, they were down near relegation all season, and their fans were going absolutely nuts. 35,000 fans outside while the game's going on. Nobody in the ground. Literally a handful of people in the ground, and most of them were Bilbao. Yeah, the game's on outside. The zone had their cameras everywhere outside, just watching the protest. You could see the pitch in the background, through the corner. Yeah, they weren't watching the game. Yeah, and this is the thing. Like, some people are commenting about Saeed and what's the other guy's name? Nuruddin. They were talking. I watched their show the other day, and it ain't a diss to either of them. I like both of them. I like listening to their content as well. But when they're saying, yeah, but if we give up our ticket, somebody else will take it. I had this argument with Arsenal fans. When,
yeah, but don't give them up.
Well, you've
already bought it.
Yeah, you don't have to give it back this season. What I'm saying is, you can just not go. But then
but just don't go.
Not going is if you don't go to one game. I think, one game. Yeah, I think that they can now take that off of you going forward.
No, if you got a season ticket, they can't take your season ticket from you.
Yeah, I think you have to go to a certain amount of games,
a certain percentage maybe of the overall games. That's cool, but then if you don't, but bro, you can still make your presence felt.
You can go in the ground with your ticket.
Or you can go in and then leave, bro.
Yeah, walk straight back out.
Like, go in and leave, bro. Like, bruv, like what I'm saying, if man them went in and after 10 minutes they just left, bro, and they just saw man leaving in their droves, because that's what Liverpool did when they put up the season ticket prices. They all walked out, remember?
Oh, no, that was 72 quid or something, and they all left on the 72nd minute.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, they just walked out, bro.
Who did they play, man? Sunderland. They were 2-0 up against Sunderland. Walked out and then drew 2-2. The next day, they said, we're not putting the price up to 72 quid.
Well, this is the point.
10,000 of them all just strolled out, 20,000.
But this is how you make a statement, my G. Like, you leave. I'm not saying, like, that's it. If you have to scan your ticket, because you have to scan it at the turnstile, scan it, go in. After 10 minutes, everyone walks out, bro. You keep doing that. Every game. Especially the ones that are televised as well. Do make sure on the televised.
Yeah, definitely televised.
Do you know what I'm saying? And, bro, make a statement, bruv. Do you know what I mean? Man are worrying about you losing your tickets and that, bro. Like, it's not even about you hit them in the pocket, but also drag their reputation through the gutter, because they're banking on you lot still going and still supporting the team. They're like, oh, you're still going to support the team. When Ollie was there, Ollie was begging the fans, don't walk out. Like, don't turn your back on the team. And that. Bro, get out, man. Do you know what I'm saying? That guy's a puppet, fam. Walk out and keep walking out until they listen. Do you know what I'm saying? And this is what it is. That's it. You vote with your feet. But these guys are shook. They don't want to do it, bro.
No, man, it's a jolly up. I've said this about Arsenal fans. It's not about the results anymore these days. It's about a social gathering, mate.
Yeah,
that's for me. Exactly, I'm the top gooner. I'm going to meet up with my pals to my life's crash.
The thing is, these men won't walk out. These men won't walk out in protest, but guess what? If Man United are 3-0 down at half time, they'll leave though to go home, catch the tram. You know what I mean? These guys are bozos.
Bro, look at Arsenal last season, yeah? Our best season for 7 years. Oh, we're back. Oh my God, it's great. We're in the title race. We go 2-0 down to Brighton at home, and they all walk out. 30k walk out. Yeah, so they can walk out then. I know it's different with Arsenal, but your fans are the same. You were 4-0 down against Brentford. Yeah, and fans, the 7-0, bro. The 7-0 at Anfield, your fans were clapping at the end of the game. What are you clapping? You're 7-0 down. Yeah, you should have all walked out. Yeah, all walk out when it goes 3-0. Disgrace. And then Sky pick up.
Bro, what happened? You see, Ajax were getting games called off and that. The Ajax fans or something. Mate. What are they doing? Running on the pitch and that, innit, or something?
Oh, bro, they smashed the stadiums to shreds, man. I can't lie.
Yeah, they get mad, man. Said, bro. But this is what I mean.
They were taking off doors and everything, man.
Yeah, they got multiple games have got postponed. I see something. I think it was, who was it? Come out talking about it. A Dutch, was it a Dutch ex-player or something? Like an OG was fuming, blood. I think it was Van Basten or something. Was it Van Basten? I think Van Basten come out angry, man, getting games caught off. Do you know what I'm saying? Like getting games caught off, bro. But that's what man got to mash up the place if they need to mash up the place, bro.
The thing is, if you've already got your season ticket, yeah, then cool. You've already given them the money, right? But every game, apart from in the UK at 3 o'clock kickoffs, yeah, and then Sky have selected games BT, but all around the world.
Yeah, even if they're not showing it on TV here, they're showing it on TV somewhere else.
I can pick any 3 o'clock kickoff I want.
Yeah.
If there's 5 games at 3 o'clock, I can pick whichever one. That's the same in every country around the world, apart from the UK. Right, so you can do it every game. All go in and say from now to the end of the season, every single game at home, we're walking out on 10 minutes. Yeah, in fact, do it on 25 minutes, 25%, 25 minutes. That makes more sense, I suppose. But you could literally just stroll in, walk straight out. Don't spend a penny. Yeah, like there's people sitting in that ground. Bro, I see that protest the other day against outside the ticket office. They're all standing there in the brand new kit. And it's like, you're protesting against the owners being greedy, but you're paying money into the club. And I know Adidas, your sponsor, has already given the money to them.
Yeah.
But renew it on a higher value if you keep buying them.
Yeah, 100%. Because, obviously they got a certain number that they expect them to flog. And if they flog it, then obviously they'll renew it. If they're struggling to flog it, then obviously they're not going to give them the money after. That's how it works. Do you know what I mean? So these guys are idiots, bro. Like, I'll be real. It don't make no sense. And the thing is, like man said, you've already paid, for your season ticket. So that means if you've already paid for your season ticket, more than anything, you have the right to protest because you've already paid. You're the consumer. Do you know what I'm saying? You're the consumer, bro. So it's like you can complain because you've already paid. It's just like if you pay for your food, and your food's dead. Do you know what I mean? Some places, like for instance, if you go Nando's, you pay before you eat, innit? So if I already paid and then the food comes and the food's cold, bruv, take that away, bro. Like you make me another one. I already paid for it. You know, like that. And that's just what it is. So it's crazy, bro. I can't even lie.
Yeah, it's mad, but they're not interested in doing that, bro. They're not interested in, or not all of them. Like it does always make me laugh, right? When people say if I give my ticket back, somebody else will take it. Right. And I had this argument with Arsenal fans when it was Kroenke in, Kroenke out. I couldn't care less who the owner of my football club is deep down. Like really. Yeah, yes, we know the Kroenkes ain't great, albeit they're now starting to be decent-ish. Yeah, and that's more because Josh has got involved rather than silent Stan doing nothing and not interested.
Yeah, you can see the change. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Josh has got involved. And to be fair, since they've took full ownership of Arsenal, which is, 5 years ago, we spent dough. Yeah. But I think a lot of football fans, they want their owner to take money out of their own pocket to put it in the club. And that's seen as, they're a good owner. No, it don't work like that. End of the day, you should spend the money that your club brings in. As long
if you have to put your own money in to buying players, then that shows that the club ain't making no money, bro, and it's not a great investment. Like, do you know what I'm saying?
You could always go down the route of sponsor the training ground for 100 million a year for 3 years or something. So you've got an extra bit of cash to compete even higher. But they've been all right, the Kroenkes. But even back then, when people were saying, but if I give my ticket back, somebody else will have it. And my argument to that is, but if you feel so strongly about this, then you've done your bit by giving your ticket back. So stop crying about it online. give your ticket back and don't watch it anymore. Yeah, it doesn't matter who takes it next. You've done your bit. You feel so strongly.
But this is what I'm trying to say, and this is what a lot of these people don't understand, innit? They don't understand. It's because in life, you can either vote with your feet, yeah, or you can just accept how things are, innit? And the thing is, these guys want to be in between. They want to go on like they're so outraged, but then they're enabling and supporting the thing that they're outraged about. It doesn't make no sense.
Yeah,
it don't make no sense at all.
I don't like you, but here's another grand.
But that's it. So with me,
spend £100 on the shirt with Bruno on the back.
Exactly. So this is the problem. So with me now, I'm just like, bro, I wanted the Qataris, but if it's Ratcliffe, then cool, it's Ratcliffe. I'm still gonna carry on supporting my club. I'm just gonna care less, bruv, because I'm not gonna let Manchester United ruin my weekend. I'm not gonna let them ruin my Monday night or my Tuesday night or my Wednesday night. You know why? Because ultimately, I know that the brothers that own this club here don't care about me. So I'm going to care less, bro. That's how I'm going to deal with it. Everyone's different. But all these guys that are out here killing themselves, it don't make no sense, bro. Like, I'm not stressing myself out over people that don't care about me. That doesn't make no sense. That doesn't make no sense at all. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if the man then want to go out there and then they want to get super upset and yeah, I'm a super fan and all of these things, good for you. If you were such a super fan, you would have got rid of these guys. Do you know what I mean? Or do you just like being a victim? Because I don't get victimized in life.
Looking like the best fan, isn't it? Oh, look at me, I'm at a protest. Now I'm going to go and scan my ticket in my Man United shirt and hold up a Norwich scarf. Yeah. I watched the game the other week. I can't remember it. It was Brighton. It was the Brighton game because it was a sunny day. It was the Brighton game. And they zoomed in on a picture of a dad with his son. Son must have been about 10. Yeah. Right? Both decked out in the new shirt. The boy was holding up the Norwich scarf. And I just started laughing. I was doing a watch along for it. I just started laughing. I said, "Why is he holding up a Norwich scarf? He's 10."
And then exactly. And then they got the new shirt on.
Probably got Bruno on the back or Casemiro or Rashford.
But these men are not serious, bro. And this is the problem. This is the problem. And this is why, I'm just like, bro, I compartmentalize what I don't like about the ownership. Half of the stuff that people are getting upset about, I don't really care about because I'm a businessman and I understand how business works. I don't really care that they don't spend their own money. Like, we spend enough money. I care that they don't want to be competitive. That's what I care about. I care about the football. I care that they haven't set us up in the best possible way to be a competitive football team. That's all I care about. All the other stuff, all the other politics, I could care less about, mate. Do you know what I'm saying? I could care less about that. So it's one of them ones where, like, I'm very specific about the things I have problems with, because there are other teams in the league, yeah? Like, look at Man City, for instance. Man City spend less than us.
Yeah.
And they win more than us. So the amount of money being spent is not the problem. Facts. So why are we trying to make it the problem? If Man United spent an extra 200 million a summer, it wouldn't make any difference. It would still be rubbish, because fundamentally we're not set up the right way. And this is what it is.
Because number one, their owners care at City. Yeah. Number two, they've done everything from top to bottom to make themselves competitive in everything.
Well, exactly. And we're not doing that. So that's what I'm annoyed about. I don't care about the debt. I don't care about all these other things. It's not my money. Don't care. Debt's not in my name. Don't give a damn.
As long as the bailiffs ain't knocking your door, mate.
Do you know what I mean? Debt's not in my name. Don't care. Do you understand?
The debt is immaterial, because at the end of the day, there's a lot of football clubs in the world in debt, but they still win.
Bruv, listen.
And that's because they got owners that care, or they have fan bases that do something about it when they start dropping their standards, like Ajax. Yeah, like other clubs around the world. Yeah, PSG, when they lost to Newcastle, got pammed the other night. Their fans were waiting outside the training ground in Paris the next day for them. Yeah. Now they realise, after having Kimpembe last season, I think it was, with a megaphone against, or was that this season? It might have been this season against Monaco. That was this season. Is it this season? Can't remember, but it was in the last couple of months. Yeah, standing there with a megaphone after they'd lost to Monaco and Marseille back to back. Yeah, because their fans hold them accountable. Yeah, and look how much they've won. They've won 21 trophies in 9 years. But their fans are still saying, no, this is crap, mate. Yeah, you ain't doing it right. Yeah, Man United fans, they'll back out a Norwich scarf and type Glazers out, hashtag. And then go and walk in like lemons again the following week. Yeah, and I understand it. Listen, to a lot of people, football is the only thing they have in their life. I get it. Yeah. So it's like their release. But that's cool, right? That's cool. But how can any Man United fan genuinely, whether it's their release from day-to-day crap in their life or not, genuinely sit there when you've not won a title for over a decade, you've not won a Champions League for 15 years, yeah, and you've been absolutely mullered and battered by so many clubs in the last 5, 6, 7 years? How can they genuinely sit there and say that that's acceptable after seeing the previous under Fergie in that? Makes no sense to me.
Yeah, but bro, it doesn't make sense to people with sense, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? But the average person is below average in intelligence, in everything. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, doesn't make sense to me, Lee. I'll be honest. I can't emotionally attach myself to something, yeah, that abuses me and doesn't value me. It doesn't make no sense, bro. And that's what the football club does. And that's why, bro, like, I don't lose sleep over it. Do you know what I mean? I'll get upset because I can't not care because I've cared for so long. But I care less. Do you know what I'm saying? I care less than I did. There are times where I didn't want to go to school, bruv, after Man United lost. Do you know what I mean?
They lost to Arsenal.
Bruv, man didn't want to go to school. There were times where I didn't want to go work, didn't want to leave my house. I remember under David Moyes, bro, like that's some of the worst pain I felt in my life because I was so used to winning, and then Moyes came in and we were losing every week. I don't want to leave my house. You know, like that. I didn't even want to leave my house, my bro. That's how I felt. Now it's like whatever. That's just what it is because I'm not an idiot. Like, what am I losing sleep over these man, bro? Man are getting abused at it. That's just exactly what it is. So people want to do the competition thing like, oh, who's the super fan? But it's like, bro, you man need to get a real life. There's man out here with kids. I don't even have kids. There man out here with kids and that are crying over Man United, and you got family to feed and that. It's not that deep. Do you know what I'm saying?
Literally cancelling holidays with their family to go and watch Man United.
It's crazy, bro. Like, listen, nah, man, listen. Love something that loves you back, rude boy. You know what I mean? Because this team don't love you, fam. Like, this is what it is. Do you know what I'm saying? Go and hug your child. That's what you need to do instead of being out on Twitter getting upset and that. Do you know what I mean? Talking about shit that you ain't never gonna do because you're not about to protest. You ain't about to walk out. You don't want to give your season ticket up. So stop crying, innit? Go hug your child, bro. That's it. You're still gonna buy the shirt. You're still gonna go to the pub before, meet up with all your mates. Do you know what I mean? And you're still gonna
have
keep
a half-time pint on the concourse at £7.
That's it, bro. Still eating your United pies and that for £8 and that for some dead pie that's not even hot. Yeah, bruv. But I know them man there, bro. Cold pies and that for £8. You man enjoy that. Do you know what I'm saying? And then try and police how I support the club, man. Do me a favor, blood.
Yeah, it's wild. I can't lie. It is wild. But what do you think's gonna change though? Do you think anything's gonna change?
Nothing's gonna change, Lee, bruv. We're still gonna be rubbish for the next 10 years. Over 10 years since we've been competitive in the Champions League. Yeah, over 10 years because I think Moyes got to like the quarterfinals, didn't he? And that was
last time he got to a semi was 2009 against us.
But that's what I mean. 2013, I think Moyes got quarters or some shit like that. Do you know what I mean? And that's the furthest we've been since then. Do you know what I mean? And that was 10 years ago. And it's going to be another 10 years.
Mate, you ain't even getting out your group at this rate.
Well, there you go. So
you'll be lucky to get Europa League. And then you're like, saying, "Oh, that's the best thing, silver linings and all that. We can focus on getting up the table." You know, there's always a narrative spin, man, every single time. And it's like, listen, this is Man United. This ain't some tiny little football club. It's probably, well, it's the most valuable football club in the world. They've just been 8 billion quid for it. Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? And fans, like, I don't know, they've just been systematically brainwashed slowly over years into thinking that Man United they can't compete. It's all Man City's fault. Until Pep leaves, we can't do anything. And it's like, what, one guy? Yeah, it's just totally killed the league then. Yeah, how about having the same level, frustration for your club rather than you do for Pep and Man City? Yeah, to go from being the best team in England by a country mile, winning everything, to sitting mid-table, bottom of your Champions League group. It's mad.
Yeah, but these men don't really care though. Do you know what I mean? Not really. Do you know what I mean? Because when you actually care, yeah, you do something, innit? It's action. You know what I mean? Action show people you care, bro. Like, these men just talk. That's just all it is. These men just talkers, bro. I ain't got no time for it, bro. I'll be honest.
Yep. Less talk, more action, but it's too late for that. See, this 1.5 billion quid that he's apparently putting in. Yeah, do you think that that's actually going to do anything in terms of like infrastructure, or is that?
Bruv, they're saying they're going to spend it on the stadium, innit? But I don't believe it.
Because even Aston Villa are upgrading their stadium to like 60K or something. Like Everton are getting a new stadium, Luton are getting a new stadium, and Man United stadium's falling down.
Apparently, that 1.5 billion is just gonna go into doing up the club, but I don't believe that. I'll believe it when I see it, mate. Do you know what I mean? That's just what it is. That they can say that, because if they sell 25% and they give over control of football and stuff, it means that they can sit at home and make money. Yeah, that's all it means, and it means that they don't have to put their own money into upgrading the club, because they can put that 1.5 billion in. But I just don't believe that. I don't believe that money goes there. I believe that also the Glazers thought that they were going to be able to bend the Qataris over, and they haven't folded. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I don't believe that selling 25%, was the plan in the beginning, because you could sell 25% silently. Like, you don't need to go to Rain Group and do all these things just to get a 25% investor. Like, you don't need to. Like, people invest all the time.
The 25%, is that 25% of their 69%?
Yes, it is. It is, yes.
See, what I reckon they're going to do, that 25%, that 1.5 billion, I think they'll just either pocket it.
I think so. Or they'll flip it and put it into another business.
Exactly. They'll either do, there's 3 options I think they'll do. They'll either flip it and put it into another business, they'll pocket it, or they'll just wipe the debt off with it.
They won't touch the debt.
And I don't think they're going to touch the debt either.
Yeah,
I think that they'll take half of that money, pocket it, maybe put the other half into something else. Because they've got businesses all over the world. And they've got businesses we don't even know they're involved in.
Yeah, 100%. Even if they said, you know what, if the debt's like 900 mil, and they said, you know what, we're getting 1.5 billion, we might slap 500 mil down off the debt, and then, you know what I'm saying, pocket the other billion or something. They could do that. Do you know what I mean? Just to get the interest down a little bit. But then, man, bruv, they don't care, fam. They understand that the overall value of the club means they don't need to pay the debt off.
Yeah, that's true. Mate, the only winner out of this is the Glazers. They've made a fortune out of the stock market by this whole facade for the last 11 months. Yeah, 1 minute the shares are dropping, they're then buying them back up. Yeah,
but the mad thing is, if they only wanted to get rid of 25%, they could have started a bidding war and got more than what they're getting now. And that's why I don't believe that was the initial plan. Do you know what I'm saying? Because there were like 8 different people that came in, and all of them had 1.5 billion. Like, this is not a lot of money to these people. Like, just over £1 billion is not a lot of money to these guys. There's a lot of billionaires on this planet that have got that money there. So yeah, it's weird, isn't it? It's a weird situation, man. I think they fumbled the bag. I think they thought they were going to be able to get more out of the Qataris, and then they said nah.
I think they had a fee on it for 10 billion. I think that's what they wanted, 10 billion. Yeah, they can then...
They said that they wanted $1 billion each, which would be 6 billion, excluding the debt for the club and all these other things. That's what they said they wanted. That's what they said they wanted, $1 billion each to walk away with, innit? That's initially what they were saying.
That's touching 9 bill straight away.
But there you go. And then they're saying that he offered 5.4 billion or something between the 6 of them, and they wanted 6 billion. That's what they're saying, innit? I don't know, bruv. Do you know what I mean? But the club's worth 4 billion, so offering them 50% more than what it's worth is crazy. Like, the Ratcliffe deal is better for the Glazers.
Yeah, 100%. And it means that they can still have a say in it.
Yeah, because over the long term, they'll make more than that.
Yeah, of course they will. And then the thing is, I'll see. So, obviously, you probably know more about it than I do, being a fan of United. But from what I've read, that there's an option for him to have a full control later down the road. That ain't ever gonna happen, mate.
Nah, he'll never completely own it, because there's no point.
And he ain't got the money anyway.
No, he don't. He don't. But that's why he's doing it this way.
Because if they're rejecting 8 billion quid, and I know that 1.5 billion of that wasn't going to go to the Glazers, that was going on the infrastructure and that. right? But if they're rejecting that kind of dough, where's he getting more from? Like, let's be real with it. He ain't got that kind of dough. Listen, he's a very good guy, but he ain't got that
they're
kind of dough.
saying, but bro, remember the Glazers don't own 100%; they only own 69. So they're trying to say that eventually he's going to pay them for the 69% or something like that. That's what they're saying. But bro, like I doubt it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he won't be the largest shareholder. The Glazers will still be the largest shareholder, because if they sell 25% and they own 69%, that means the Glazers will still own 44%. He'll own 25. So he's not a majority shareholder. He's not. The Glazers still
singly, he'll probably be the
he'll be the second. He'll be the second, which means the Glazers will still have more power than him.
Yeah, that's mad. Yeah, as a collective, all the Glazers together have more shares.
Well, exactly.
They're going to all stick with each other, aren't they?
But exactly. They're not going to turn on each other. So the 44% is still more than 25. Man saying they'll still own 56.5% now. See, there you go. They still own, if they still own over half, forget it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Come on, bro. Do you know what I mean? And the thing is, the Glazers would have worked it out. So even if Ratcliffe tried to do a bookie 1 year and buy up the remaining shares, they're worth less anyway. Because they're B shares, the ones that everyone else has got. So even if he was to try to do a sneaky one and try and buy all of those, he still wouldn't have enough to take over.
Yeah, they're not.
I mean, these men ain't gonna trust Ratcliffe like that. Do you think these men would risk giving Ratcliffe a certain amount where he could get shares from elsewhere? That's the reason why the Glazers will make sure that they keep over 50% then, because that way they can't be forced out.
It's mad as well, because when he owns 2 football clubs already. He owns a team in Switzerland. I can't remember the name of them. Yeah, and then he owns Nice. Yeah, the 4 years he's owned Nice.
And they're saying that he's got some involvement in Spurs as well, bro. Like
he owns a company or something that Spurs are linked to or invested with. Or
weird blood.
But they're all the same, bro. But this is the thing, yeah. How many people? Because everyone moans about Clear Lake and the Saudis and all of this, at Chelsea, and everyone's moaning about the charges for City. How many people are coming out up in arms that he's got a little thing going on with Tottenham? But because it's Man United, it don't matter, does it? Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? But everyone's up in arms when it's Chelsea or City. Yeah, like the thing is, the 4 years that he's owned Nice is never finished in the top 4 to get him in Champions League. Yeah, the 4 years before that, they finished in the Champions League spots 3 times. I mean, I think they're currently second at the moment, but that ain't gonna last.
Yeah, apparently they're 1 point off top or something like that.
Yeah, Monaco are top, PSG are third, and they're second. That ain't gonna last.
This is what
he's already proven since he's been there, like at Nice, that he ain't gonna be able to compete with Qatar. Yeah, and how's he gonna compete with Man City then? I know they're from the Middle East as well, but
he's not.
He's just never gonna do it. And this is the thing: any Man United fan who's happy with that, yeah. I just don't get it. Like, I genuinely do not get it. How can you, like, there's a lot of people, these virtue signaling little twats, that sit there and go, oh, God, right. Like somebody put in the comments earlier, Man United fans online saying, I'd rather finish mid-table than be a Qatari-owned, state-owned. Yeah, good one, mate. You tweeted that off your iPhone. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, but these are the same guys that couldn't wait for Brexit so they could get their country back. Do you know what I'm saying? And now they're poorer than ever. Do you know what I mean? So how did that go? Do you know what I mean? How did that go? Do you know what I mean? How's it feel getting your country back? You know what I mean? You got a new passport and you got less money in your bank than you did before, and everything's more expensive now.
Everything is more expensive, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So, like, it just...
I think Dave texted me. I was speaking to him the other day, and he said a Nando's in England, yeah, is touching 20 quid a meal.
Yeah, it's gone up. Like, bro, I looked at the menu.
Nando's, bro, it was about 11 quid.
It was, yeah. Nah, bro, I looked at the menu for the first time a couple days ago, because normally I just order it on Deliveroo and stuff, or I buy it and I don't look at the price. Do you know what I mean? And I said, you know what, I'm gonna change up my order. I never change up my order. And then when I started looking at the price, I was like, right, is this how much it costs now? I didn't even realize.
20 quid.
I didn't realize. Yeah, meal's about £15 now. It used to be like 11 quid. Like, it was about £16 for a meal. And then if you want to get a drink, I never get a drink anyway. I'm not paying for that. But it's an extra £3-something pound. You're paying over £20 for a meal at Nando's.
That's wild, mate. I can't lie. That is an absolute madness. Yeah, I went out the other day. Me and my bird went out the other day. Yeah, and like just some little tapas place. Yeah, 4 plates of tapas, 2 rounds of drinks. Yeah, dirt cheap, like €20. Like it's mad. Yeah, like it's so cheap in this country compared to them, man. Like honestly, I don't know how people that have got an average job, yeah, earning just above minimum wage can survive. I genuinely don't get it, mate. Yeah, I don't get it. How can you charge 20 quid for a Nando's? That is mad. It's actually,
yeah, but that's what it is now, my bro. You know what I mean? So
yeah, that
that's the
comes
game.
buried. It's been buried for a long time. But so, listen, football's a reflection of society, mate. Yeah, like it really is. And these football clubs, I've said this before, COVID was the best thing to happen to some of these football clubs because now they can just fleece people on vibes and emotion. Yeah, because now they don't know when they're ever, we might never be allowed back again for 2 more years. Oh, let's just enjoy it. Let's have a meet up, a social gathering. Don't worry about the result. Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? It's like, and football clubs are tapped into that real quick. Arsenal, Tottenham, Man United, they're all absolutely fleecing fans, man. Yeah, and some of these companies out there, like Nando's, like others, all their prices are flying up through the roof. For what? It's like it's not costing you much more to get it in the country, mate. Do you know what I mean? Like mad, actually mad.
No, it's crazy. No, it's crazy over here, bro. Even when you go to the supermarket now, there ain't no vegetables. Like, do you know what I mean? Not that I care, but when you go into the supermarket, you see bare. I've never seen so many empty shelves now. Do you know what I mean? Since there's bare things, it looks booky now. Do you know what I mean? So it is what it is. But bro, this is what these man wanted, isn't it? So this is what I mean. Like we can't be asking these people these things. Like it just is what it is. So the game is the game, bro.
Yep, 100%. Listen, there's 1,100 and sank in here, 1,120 in here. We ain't even got 300 likes. You man, are moving slow, man. Yeah, smash the like button, sub to Rance's channel.
Man said Arsenal merch. Hey, bro, it's funny.
Don't worry, man. We got a dog in it. We got a dog. Yeah,
yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, we got a dog, man. It is what it is. Like it's all vibes. Yeah, it's vibes, mate. Yeah, the dog that subconsciously, oh look at we're a family. The dog. Yeah. Oh, we're really. Oh, this is really great. Blah blah blah. And all the time they're just putting your ticket prices up. Like I said to you about Man United, you have to go to a certain percentage of games now on your ticket, otherwise you can't renew it. Same at Arsenal because they don't want you there. Yeah,
it's because they know that you're disposable, bro. It doesn't matter how long you've had your season ticket for. You're disposable.
Bro, they're doing ballot system for red and silver members at Arsenal, and there's silver members that have missed out on every single home game this season that have been to the last 10 years worth of home games on their silver membership, but they can't get a ticket now. Why? Because they don't want you there. Yeah, they don't want you there. They want somebody that's come from up north or another country or wherever. Yeah, that's going to go and have a weekend in London and go and do 2 or 3 different clubs. They're going to go and take selfies here, selfies there. They're going to go in the club shop and buy a little souvenir, a T-shirt or whatever. Yeah, like somebody like Kenny Ken who lives around the corner from the ground. Yeah, he's getting on the underground or a London bus. He's going straight in the ground, scans his ticket, and just sits down, watches the game, and then leaves. They don't want him there. He ain't spending no money apart from his ticket. They don't want people like that there, man. They want people that are going to go and do 500 quid in the club shop.
Yeah, it's true. You want to go to the club shop and then buy loads of food for your family and that in there and make a full day out of it. That's who they want in there. You're right.
Yeah. And then that's why they're changing up at Man United and at Arsenal the ticketing system. Yeah, because the harder they make it for the average person who's been going for years and years and years, the harder they make it, yeah, the more complicated and complex they make it. Yeah, eventually they'll just go, bollocks, can't be asked, give the ticket back. Yeah, it might take 3, 4, 5 years. Yeah, but then you ain't got the average football fan in there anymore. It's all people that have come over on a holiday or whatever it may be.
Well, that's what I mean. And they're selling boxes and that so for people to entertain clients and stuff like that. You know the amount of business people I know that own suites in the Emirates, and they don't support Arsenal. They're going to bring fat because it's a nice place to schmooze and that. You get me? Bring people in and show them off and say, "Oh, look, like we got a corporate box here, bro." Like,
yeah, we got a corporate box. Come and watch Arsenal United. Yeah, we'll talk a bit of business. Blah blah blah. Yeah, and it's a nice little area to do it. You get some nice food in the corporate box, like free drinks and whatever. Yeah, it's mad. It's mad how football's gone, man. It really is. It's quite sad, really. Yeah, but I'm of an age where I've actually seen proper football. So
no, it's true, but that's life, isn't it? But that's why, as a football fan, once you realize that these men don't really care about you, yeah, life is better. You know what I mean? Because you just understand it is what it is. The game is the game, bro.
Yeah, Yep.
You know what I mean?
100%. Listen, I'm going live with Terry in about 12, 13 minutes, people. Before we wrap up, Arsenal play at the weekend against Chelsea, proper Chelsea.
How are you feeling about that?
I'm feeling kind of confident. I can't lie. Although saying that, I was confident with slap Spurs.
Yeah.
And that didn't go to plan, did it? But I think with Chelsea, we've won there 3 years in a row. So I don't know. Like, they're a weird team, Chelsea, man. They've won their last 3 games. Yeah,
I think that's going to be a close game still.
I think we'll beat them. But as of right now, I'm looking at all the injuries they've got out. Yeah, I think Cole Palmer's like 50-50. Although I do think he'll play. I think he'll come back with a dead leg. I think he'll be all right. But I'm looking at all of our players. We've got Saka back. Saliba should be back. He's got a toe injury apparently. We've got a full squad apart from Timber. So I'm thinking we're going there and pamming them. Like
should do.
Yeah, I don't see them scoring more than 1, and I think we'll score a couple at least.
Yeah, I think if there is a win, it's going to be a goal either way. I think it's going to be a tight game. I really do. Do you know what I mean? Based on, I don't know, both teams aren't. I think defensively, you're not too far apart in terms of what you're conceding. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, you would have more firepower than them based on what they've done this season. But I don't know, they've started to score more recently. So I think it's a good time for them to be playing you. They're playing you 3-4 weeks ago. It'd have been a different ball game. You know what I mean? I'd expected you lot to smash them. But I think that they can leave with a point at home. And to be honest, I'm sure they would take that.
Yeah, I think Chelsea would definitely take it. But the thing is, Chelsea need a statement, really. Because let me get the table up. Let me have a look at the results this season. Smash the likes up, people. Come on, there's over 1,200 in here. It's still not even on 300. Chelsea are currently sat. Wow, they're 11th. They've won 3, drawn 2, lost 3. They've conceded 1 goal less than us, more than us. Sorry. That's actually not bad considering they've lost 3 games, is it?
That's what I'm trying to say, bro.
They've conceded 7. They've scored 11. We've conceded 6 and scored 16. So yeah, defensively they're pretty similar.
That's what I mean. So it's going to come down to firepower, I think. You know what I mean? It could be some individuals. Obviously, in attacking areas, you're better than them in terms of the quality that you have. But yeah, defensively they look decent as well. So
I think their last 2 games out of the games they've played this season, the last 2 they've scored 6 goals. So that's kind of boosted it up. It's like doubled more. Their
yeah,
goals.
but that's because they turned the corner. They were rubbish before. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And a few of their players have come back as well. So
Sterling's been their best player this season.
He's been all right. When I've watched him play, he's looked good, but I know that he's been hot and cold. He's been hot and cold, so it'll be interesting to see how it works for them, bruv.
The thing is, the international break probably came at the wrong time for them and for us.
Because they had momentum in it. Yeah,
and for us, because we'd just come off of the back of beating City and it's international break, and it's like you want to play again after beating City. They've just panned Burnley 4-1 and beat Fulham 2-0 before that. They knocked Brighton out the cup, so it's like 3 wins on the spin. Yeah, they're probably thinking like, oh wow, the international break now. So, and there's always weird results after international break. Yeah,
there is indeed. There is. It's just like after Europe as well. There's always weird results, isn't it? It's just like sometimes the break's not good.
Yeah, 100%. And we're the evening kickoff as well. So I don't know. There's always a weird.
And then we're after you lot, bruv. We're at 8 o'clock.
Like there's an 8. Oh no way.
Yep. 8 o'clock.
See, that's another gimmick they've started doing this season. Let's put on games at 8 o'clock at night.
They're gonna start doing the 7 o'clock Sunday, 7:45 Sunday as well, bro. Like that's what I mean. They don't care about the fans' lead. This is what I keep saying, and this is why, like fans, they need to take the game back from these bozos. Do you know what I'm saying? Because it's just like if you don't make a stand, they're just gonna keep violating
you. Yeah, Beckley says, Rance, you've seen that Messi has won his 8th Ballon d'Or. I've seen this rumor doing the rounds. Yeah, it ain't official until the 30th.
It's not official, but he's won the World Cup, innit? So they were always going to try and give it to Messi. But who else would they have given it to?
I've seen people saying Haaland should have got it.
Nah, hell no, man.
Let's be real here, right? Let's just be real with it. Yes, he scored a shit ton of goals and he's won a treble. Yeah, but can you genuinely say that is the best player on the planet?
No.
So he shouldn't win it.
Exactly. Yeah? Agreed.
And people are talking about Ronaldo because the amount of goals he scored, the most goals in 2023 and all of that. Yeah, well done. Congratulations.
The
Ballon d'Or, isn't for year to year. It's not from 1st of Jan to end of December, 31st December. It don't work like that. Yeah. So based on what Messi done in that World Cup and the fact he won a league title again, he's going to win it.
Yeah, and he probably should. You're right. Based on that, because
I think he should.
Because he'd have been one of the best players in the world. Like Haaland ain't best player in the world. No, he's not near it either. He might be the best finisher in the world or something, but that's about it.
Off topic, Ballon d'Or is a scam. How did Messi win it?
Yeah, but we know it's a scam anyway. We've been knowing it was a scam. It's a popularity contest, and then they're gonna turn it into a Haaland versus Mbappe popularity contest. Do you know what I mean? Like, because they'll just be looking for another two to be going head to head, back to back. It's dead.
Mate, I knew it was rigged when Henry scored 30 goals and got 20 assists, and Nedved beat him. Nedved was a baller, but mate, 50 GA back then, up against proper defenders.
Yeah, but they've always been reluctant to give the Ballon d'Or to people in England anyway.
True. Yeah,
they've always been reluctant. So it'd be interesting to see how many people in England have won it. Apart from CR7, I don't know anyone. And Michael Owen was in Madrid when he won it. He was in England when he won it.
Yeah, he was
in England when he won it. So there you go. So Michael Owen and CR7.
Didn't Kevin Keegan win it? But we're talking like years back. Keegan win it?
Bro, if that would have been before I was born or something, I don't care. Do you know what I mean? I'm just talking about like
probably before I was born as well.
Yeah, since I've been alive, blood, I ain't seen no man in England lift that thing apart from CR7 and Michael Owen. So one of them. That's it.
And the thing is, it's always the attacking players pretty much that win it as well, isn't it?
Yeah, of course. And I understand that because they're the guys that people pay their money to see, innit? Like, so I completely understand that.
Yeah, Keegan did win it. What year did Keegan win it, people? Bobby Charlton won it. We're going back real far back now.
Yeah, but was it still called the Ballon d'Or then? Are you sure? Because wasn't that a new name?
Probably. Yeah,
do you know what I'm saying? Wasn't that a new name or something like that? I mean, it would have been called something else. Man said 75, 77. Yeah, bro, listen.
Wow.
Nah, it's not that, bro. You know what I mean? Not for me, cuz.
Yeah, that's 5 years before I was born.
Yeah, bro. But I think my dad would have been in school or something. You know what I mean, bro? I don't even know if my dad had started puberty. I don't even know if I was in his nutsack them times. I don't even think I was. You know, there was there. I wasn't even, bro. I wasn't even matter, blood. You know that? I don't even know what I was, blood. Yeah,
Wild Man was born in 58.
That's crazy.
58. Bro. So yeah, that's mad.
That's crazy. I don't know.
That's unreal, mate. But yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, big up everyone inside, man. And yeah, I think that competition's rigged anyway. Like you said, it's popularity contest. Yeah, but they always have to have two players to go head to head, especially after the whole Messi Ronaldo thing.
Yeah, bruv, they're gonna need to find another storyline. This is what these guys do. Do you know what I'm saying? This is what these guys do, man. There'll be another storyline in it, but hopefully Vinny has to be in the conversation anyway, because I can't lie, bruv. Vinny's the guy.
Rodri's a shout, though. I can't lie. Yeah, Rodri's done bits in the last 18 months.
Yeah, they got, to be fair, and they won a treble in it. I think Rodri's a great shout, but you know what? Rodri's is only a player that the purists appreciate. Do you know what I mean? The casuals that are gonna do a lot of the voting ain't gonna really understand. Do you know what I mean? Like how pivotal he is.
Yeah, that's true. That's true, man. And then the thing is, because Messi did win a World Cup, I think you can't look past him. Like, and he was pivotal in that World Cup as well.
Oh, for sure.
Especially in the final as well. Like, and Mbappe got all the plaudits, and rightly so. But Messi, stepped up when his country needed him as well.
No facts.
Yeah, like they were 2-0 up and coasting that game for 81 minutes, mate. And then all of a sudden, Mbappe goes bang bang, and it's like, wow. Then Messi steps up again. Like, so a lot of people write off penalties and say, oh yeah, but all the penalties they got, who cares, man? Their penalties count.
No, they do count. I still think that they wanted Argentina to win it, though. I think it was rigged slightly. You know.
I think it was a great storyline, wasn't it? Yeah, let's get Argentina to win it with Messi. But at the same time, he was quality in that World Cup. He was really good.
He was, but didn't them man had like 4 or 5 penalties or something? Like,
I think they have more than that. I think they
yeah,
have much every game.
yeah, they had a penalty every game, bro. I think it was rigged still. I see Van Gaal come out and say it was rigged as well. Like, and people got upset about it, but I think he was probably right. I'll be honest.
Yeah, it was pretty much a pen every game. But the thing
Yeah.
is, when even if you get a penalty, yeah, like you've still got to stand up and score it. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not as easy as people think it is to go and score a penalty from 12
No,
yards.
it's not. They got 7 penalties in a World Cup, bro. Like, you barely play 7 games, you know, like that. It's crazy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, blood. Like, that was 100% rigged. But the game is the game, people. You know what I mean?
Yep. Without Rodri, City would have don't win the treble, no debate. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, for sure. I agree, 100%.
Yeah, I don't think they would have won it. He done all right for Spain as well. Yeah, smashed it for Spain as well. Yeah, he's had a good 18 months. He has. He'll be in the conversation. He won't win it, but he'll be in the top 5.
Oh, yeah, you would hope so, but bro, listen.
Then again, some of the people I've seen nominated for it, mate, it's a bit iffy, isn't it?
That's what I mean. Stranger things have happened.
GA Merchants crying and thought that this technically better footballer in every way is winning the Ballon d'Or. Erling Haaland is not far from Lukaku.
That's funny, bro. Yeah, if he wins the Ballon d'Or, it's gutter. I'll be honest.
He ain't winning it. He'll be in the conversation as well. He'll be top 5. Ronaldo is still chewing his way.
He can stay in the conversation. I don't really want to see him win it for football, for footballing reasons. You know, like that.
Yeah, man. And we're going to end up on this as well. Rants, these people get so attached to employees and want to be seen as the victims. Also, trivia question: what sports franchise is the most valued in terms of income, known as America's team?
America's team. It's got to be the Yankees, isn't it? If it's not the Yankees, then it might be the Cowboys. But I don't know, bruv.
I don't watch American sport, to be fair. So
yeah, I don't know what America's team is, bro. I don't know if it's the Yankees or the Cowboys. Yeah, it's the Cowboys. Okay, fair enough. Yeah.
There you go. What you got coming up, man?
I don't know, blood. I got a show later, but I can't. I can't remember what show it is. I can't lie, bruv. But I'm back this evening, guys. You just check the schedule, innit? Because we always schedule it. I'll be back this evening, probably around 7 o'clock. But I can't remember, bruv. I don't even know what day of the week it is more times. Yeah, Sava this evening, so it's probably going to be around 6 o'clock.
There you go. Make sure you check that out. Links in the title. Just click on it. It takes you to Rance's channel. And I'm going live with Terry Flewers in a second. I'm going to go and tank myself up on some more antibiotics because this abscess is killing me. And yeah, they seem to have worn off. So I need to go and take some more tablets.
Bro, I hear you, bro.
Yeah, it's not the one. It's not the one. But to be fair, yesterday it was proper agony. Tonight, excruciating pain. Today it's not too bad, but hopefully tomorrow it'll be fine. Tomorrow, I'm also on with James on here, James Redmond. And straight after that, that'll be at midday UK time. Straight after that, I'm on with Carefree Lewis on his channel. So yeah, man, make sure you keep your eyes peeled for that. We're going to have a little look forward to the Chelsea game against Arsenal at the weekend. This is going to redirect you to Terry's stream. And we're going to talk about the Glazers and anything else along the way as well. So big up. We're out of here, people. Laters.